Hi friends, I hope you're well. You know, I started seminary 25 years ago this fall, and in my first semester there, I took a class called Spirituality of the World's Religions. And it really was a semester of sort of traveling through the 6 major religions of the world, starting with the oldest and ending with the newest, which is Islam. And in each of them, actually doing the spiritual practices in each of them. And they were beautiful practices. Every religion has, when you get to its deep spirituality, these practices that are just life-giving and deepening and lovely. And, you know, at that time, my faith was not very formed. And I really thought, as we got to each religion, I thought, oh, maybe I'll be a practitioner of this religion. I like this one. I like this one. I've always said it's a good thing we came to Christianity toward the end, because, of course, that's where I stopped, the religion that I grew up in. But every one of those traditions had elements of it, when you really get to its essence, that was just very compelling to me. I felt the same way last night when we did, as a Compassion Week event, an interfaith forum on with practitioners, representatives of many different religious traditions, talking about the particular wisdom that their own tradition offers to the work of racial reconciliation. It was really a wonderful forum. You can see the recording of it if you go to the Compassion Week website. It's posted now and available for viewing. But it was like the class I took in seminary, full of heartfelt and very thoughtful statements from Episcopal people and Jewish and Muslim and Hindu and Mormon people about the wisdom in their tradition. I learned a lot, and I wanted to share just a little bit of that with you today. From the Muslim tradition, Fatih Atesh from the Pacifica Institute, he talked about Muhammad's friendship with an Ethiopian named Bilal, someone from a different race than the Arab race that Muhammad was part of, and someone from a different culture altogether, and how their friendship over the years led to Bilal's coming into the practice of Islam and being a leader in that tradition, even though he started as an outsider, a stranger. Sarah Weissman, who's one of the rabbis at Congregation Beth Am in Los Altos, she talked about a passage from Genesis 1, the beginning of our Bible and the Torah, that is the Jewish study. And she too talked about Ethiopians and their presence in Jewish history as equally loved by God. She said, and I loved this, she said, God has a different history with each different people. The way God's history with the Ethiopians is different than God's history with the Jews. They are all equal in God's eyes, but they are not identical as a people or as a history. I loved that. The Hindu representative talked similarly from his tradition, as did the person from the LDS Church and 2 representatives from the Episcopal Church. And then when we went into the breakout rooms, we commented, of course, on how similar the wisdom is from all of these traditions. Every one of them talks about loving your neighbor as yourself, or doing unto others as you would have done unto you. But a Muslim woman in my breakout room said something so true. She said, you know, we all believe the same things. What matters is how we live those beliefs. And that, I think, is true about racial justice and reconciliation as it is about everything else. What matters is what we take in from the teachings of our tradition and how we live it out in the world. I love our Methodist tradition because it is so focused on that, about how not only what we believe and how we are changed on the inside, but how we live on the outside. That is one of the things that binds us together in this church that we know and are part of and we love. And it also binds us together with people all over the world, no matter who they are and what religious tradition they come from. It's been a rich week. I am sorry to see Compassion Week end, but I have learned so much from it. I hope you have too. Take good care. I'll see you Sunday.